Final choice. Once there was a young king named Alexander, ruling over a small but prosperous kingdom. He had inherited the throne at just 22 years old, after the sudden death of his father. Despite his youth, Alexander had a clear vision to lead his people with fairness and wisdom. The Queen Isabella was not born into royalty. She was a farmer's daughter, chosen by Alexander for her intelligence and kindness. While their love was genuine, the court often whispered about her humble origins, questioning if she was fit to be queen. One year, a drought struck the kingdom. The fields dried, rivers shrank, and the people began to suffer. The royal advisors suggested raising taxes to import food, but Isabella disagreed. She urged Alexander to open the royal granaries, which had been reserved for emergencies. Alexander, she said one evening in their private chamber, a ruler's first duty is to the people, not the treasury. If we don't act now, they'll starve, and you'll lose their trust forever. Alexander hesitated. Opening the granaries would deplete their reserves, leaving the kingdom vulnerable if the drought continued. But Isabella's words lingered in his mind. The next morning, he made his decision. Standing before his council, he announced, "The granaries will be opened. Every family will receive enough food to last the season. If we must sacrifice our wealth to save lives, then so be it." The court was shocked, but the people rejoiced. They flocked to the palace gates to thank their king and queen. Despite the challenges that followed, the kingdom survived the drought. Years later, when Alexander and Isabella were old, they often spoke of that difficult time. It wasn't the wealth of their kingdom that earned them respect, it was their courage to prioritize humanity over tradition.